Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Yes, sir. That's true. Chaitanya too experienced a similar feeling. He mistook a forest for the sacred grove of Vrindavan and dark waters of the ocean for the blue Jamuna. Master, if anyone has but a particle of such prema, ecstatic love of God is called prema. What happens when we love God is divine, perfect, absolute perfection, absolute purity, that is divine. So, thinking of Him, loving Him, our divinity manifests, our Deha Bhava, the bodily identity, slowly breaks down. We too become pure. The divinity from within totally manifests. You are spirit now. For that, we love God, and in that ecstatic love, all the impurities of the heart burn away. That's why Sri Ramakrishna says, if anyone has but a particle of such prema, that prema, ecstatic love of God, originates only then when the inner impurities are destroyed. And that happens by loving God alone. Small love we offer to God and build up small relationship, small intimacy. Finally, it leads to the prema, ecstatic love of God. The remaining small, we began with small love and we have entered into slowly love expands like fire, forest fire. It expands, burning all the dirt within, and the ecstatic love of God manifests from within. What yearning, what love Radha possessed, not only 100% of the divine love, but 125%. More than what is expected of. Normal attention. Suppose a student is sitting in a school or college, how much attention is able to give to the studies? His teacher is teaching, his absorption, his grasping, his imagination, how much he is able to do. If a normal person is able to listen, understand what is being told. But a little higher student, his attention is still higher. He is one-pointed. The whole attention is there. Anybody moves about, he is unable to feel somebody is moving about. In the first stage, he is able to understand somebody is going. He can turn back and see. This is normal student who understands everything and perhaps keeps a little in the mind also. He understands clearly. But this person is so absorbed, is captured, and his attention is one-pointed. Anybody passing by doesn't draw his attention. He feels. First one understands. He feels. Still another, the higher. Now, this is, you can take feeling as 100%. But there are others, very few, very rare, who is absorbed in it to the extent after the class is over also he is not able to come out of that he is concentrated and gone inside, penetrating into the reality. He is seeing its vastness, how it is being experienced by others. Some even scientific new discoveries of scientific complicated discoveries, when they analyze mentally, they get lost in it. How it is designed? How does it work? What can I do? How can I change? How can I do? Means he's got absorbed in, from various angles he's analyzing. This just suggestion was the teacher's participation. He is not only understood, not only felt it, he is seeing from all angles and where else it can be utilized and what is the purpose. There you see, it is not 100%, 125%. Where is getting lost, it is called 125% of the attention. Maximum we give is we feel. Minimum we give is we understand. So this junction is really 125% of giving. But 125%, this is what it means to be intoxicated with the ecstatic love of God. He is no more there. God alone is there. The sum and substance of the whole matter is that man must love God, must be restless for Him. It does not matter whether you believe in God with form or without form. You may or may not believe in God incarnate, that God incarnates Himself as man. But you will realize Him if you have that yearning. Then He Himself will let you know what He is like. If you must be mad, why not you be mad for the things of the world? Why should you be mad for the things of the world? If you must be mad for God alone. Sri Ramakrishna used to tell this. When two important things, thinking of Chaitanya, nobody will become achetana. Many people feel people will lose their brain if they meditate too much on God and all that. It may be to a certain extent real to a person who has stored a lot of worldly desires, covering it, hiding it, and trying to meditate on God. Something like hypocrisy. Then it is possible. If one really seeks God, loves Him, all the defects will go away in no time, and the real love for God germinates. Another thing is Sri Ramakrishna telling here is he must be restless for God. Does not matter what you believe in, with form or without form. And you may not believe that God incarnates himself as man. But you will realize him if you have yearning for him. Then he will let you know what he is like. If you must be mad, why should you be mad for the things of the world? If you must be mad for God alone. All are mad after something. Some are running after the wealth and possessions. I see people working day and night for the sake of money. Even 1/10, 1/20th, they don't think of God to that extent. A man is ready to work for 12 hours a day non-stop for the sake of money. But 1 hour is unable to spend for God thinking of Him. Half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening is not able to sit for taking the name of God. But because more money, it will get immediately return. He is ready to work even 18 hours a day. This madness, look at the madness. If you are mad, all people, Sri Ramakrishna says, let them call you mad. Doesn't matter. But they are mad after the world. That's why they have given up God. So if you are mad after God and being absent-minded to the world, doesn't matter. Because they will be entangled, bound and suffering with all that, and you will be free from all that forever. If you have to be mad, don't be mad after this world. Be mad after God. You'll be relieved from all pains and suffering once for all. Otherwise, it's constantly, as long as you're running behind this world, there is constantly anguish, suffering, and bondage. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example of kite. Kite was moving about with a fish in its mouth. Hundreds of crows were chasing it. Wherever it goes, the crows fly behind. Last, it dropped away from mouth. All crows ran behind the fish. It became free from all chase. Presently, Sri Ramakrishna returned to the main hall of the house. They are in Surendra's house. A big pillow was placed near him for his use. Before touching it, he said, Om Tat Sat. Perhaps the pillow had been used by many worldly people, and that's why he purified it in that way. Bhavnath, Yam, and other devotees sat near him. Sri Ramakrishna is gone back to the big hall and is sitting, all are gathering around. It was getting late, but there was no indication that the meal was going to be served. There were so many people have gathered, and we also see this, we experience here practically on any celebration day. So many people come, whom to attend and whom not to attend. Even the real devotees also will be missing to talk to them or wish them because of the onrush of people and mind occupied with so many things, puja and celebration, all things, and many sincere sadhakas we miss meeting. It was getting late, but there was no indication that the meal was going to be served. Master became impatient, like a child, and said, don't see any sign of food. What is the matter? Where is Narendra? A devotee with a smile. Sir Rambabu is the manager of the feast. So many devotees have got together in Surendra's house, and the Rambabu is one of the devotees of Sri Ram. He has taken up the charge of serving the food, manager of the feast. He is superintending all everything, means cooking, the vegetable cutting, this, that, buying the vegetables. When food things, all whole responsibility is shouldered by one person. So many people assist him in buying and getting the vegetables cut, cooking all things, all various. It is when the 400, 500 people join together and cooking has to go on. Master laughing, oh, Ram is manager, then we know what to expect. Some are slow workers, some are fast workers, some are medium. These slow going people, they do not mind being delayed. Oh, 1 hour late doesn't matter, they think. Those who go fast, they see that everything is in time and 5 minutes before people gather. Those who are middle, they manage in between. When people come, the things must be ready. Master to the devotees. Where is Surendra? What a nice disposition he has now. With all that, he is praising him, you see. He is very outspoken. He is not afraid to speak the truth. We hesitate many times. How the other person will take, this person will it harm anybody any time? To tell the truth. He is unstinting in his liberality. No one that goes to him for help comes away empty handed. To feel for others, to give. Each one has, if somebody is helping, somebody is donating. If no, so many people will be crowding. And for nobody goes away without getting the help, means how much of vast heart and how much of concern he must be having. And he has to gather, he has to earn to support it. Unstinting is in his liberality, means any caste, any person, any age, all these without seeing differences. No one that goes to him for help comes away empty handed. To him, you went to Bhagwan Das. What sort of man is he? An unknown person, he has gone. Sri Ramakrishna is asking, you went to him. I had heard of him. What kind of man is he? Yeah, he is very old now. I saw him at Kalna. It was night. He lay on a carpet and a devotee fed him with food that had been offered to God. He can hear only if one speaks loudly into his ear. Hearing me mention your name, he said, you have nothing to worry about, because he is at the feet of the Lord. Bhavnath to him, you have not been to Dakshineshwar. Bhavnath to him. You have not been to Dakshineshwar for a long time. The master asked me about you and said one day, has M lost all the taste for this place? Hmm. Bhavnath laughed as he said these words. The master heard their conversation and said to him in a loving voice, "Hmm, yes, that's true. Why have not you been to Dakshineshwar for such a long time?" Could only stammer some lame excuses. How the play goes on, divine play, you see. Hmm. All have a place, all talks have a place, everything is sweet. Regarding Krishna, they say, you see, Adaram Madhuram, that one song is there. Whatever you see, it is sweet. When an incarnation comes, if we have eyes to see, if we have heart to understand, everything is sweet. Just like if you know how to listen, in everyone you will find a guru. Just then, Mahima Charan arrived. He lived at Kasipur near Calcutta. Mahima Charan held the master in great respect and was a frequent visitor at the temple garden. He was a man of independent means, having inherited some ancestral property. He devoted his time to religious thought and to the study of scriptures. When a man becomes free from all engagements, you see external stability is absolutely necessary for inward journey. Small earnings, constant income, because we have to spend every day. We need food. We need everything that is needed for life. We can minimize to certain extent. Beyond that, we cannot minimize. That much of earning must be constantly there. So, man, if that is taken care, if constant income is there, and God has given a little health, proper health, he can totally devote his time to God. But very few get that mind to do enough this. God has made arranged. Let me call on God. That thought doesn't come. In some, it comes. Now his status is that everything is arranged by God because he inherited huge ancestral property from which he is getting constant income. He was a man of independent means. That means he did not depend upon anybody or earning or job or anything. Having inherited some ancestral property, he devoted his time to religious thought. Who will do? When everything is all right, take a little rest and go for picnic, enjoy. You have money. But here are some people who come to Sri Ramakrishna, who is accepted every moment that is free. He feels blessed that I can use it for my sadhana. He devoted his time to religious thought and to the study of scriptures. Always spiritual practices must be supported by sufficient intellectual understanding. Suppose you are doing 1 hour meditation. 2 hours it must be backing in satsanga or in scriptural studies, so that the body and mind are balanced properly. Now, spiritual practice belong to heart. Studies belong to mind. Mind and heart are balanced. 1 hour of scriptural studies, 2 hours of scriptural studies, and any satsanga here, there we hear. Then 1 hour you can spend in spiritual practices, japa, dhyana, and all that. And it must be again supported by bodily offering. Bodily offering takes place in direct service in temples, worshipping the temple, watering the plants from where we get flowers for the puja, helping cooking or cooking one's own self to be offered to God, physical level. So 4 hours of work, 2 hours of studies, and 1 hour of spiritual practices is the right combination that keeps mind, body, and heart in perfect balance. You not lose the balance. These are subtle things we have to contemplate upon. If I am to go that way, how will I do? God exists in all beings as fire. He was a man of he was a man of some scholarship. He devoted his time to religious thought and to the study of scriptures. He was a man of some scholarship. He had some scholarship, means knowing the panditya, like knowing some scriptures or some particular aspect of God, Advaita or Vishishta Advaita or Dvaita or Shakta, Shaiva, any of the things deeply studied and clear understanding is called scholarship. Having studied many books, both Sanskrit and English. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namami.